Hello YouTube fans, here again. Quite happy, I've got a few new subs. Happy because it's my day off, but I'm also not happy. And for people who want to know what I mean by not happy, I lost a very good actor today. Very well known actor, a star. Very sad a lot of good actors, a lot of stars have passed away. And this is another good actor that's now sadly passed away. I've just heard the sad news today that legendary Val Kilmer, sadly, that's my word, sadly passed away. Died of throat cancer. Died, if I remember right there, at the age of 65. How do I feel? Pissed? Sad? I knew it was going to come. I knew it was going to come. He was battling throat cancer for some time, and it's hard. It's hard, you know. I like Val Kilmer. I also remember his big break in the film Top Gun. That is, he wasn't the star. We know the star was Tom Cruise as Matt Witt. But I also remember him starring in Top Gun and Tom Cruise as Matt Witt saying, "What is it? What have you got to tell to me? You want to know? Because you're dangerous." Yeah, I am dangerous. I just loved the banter they both had in that film. I loved the banter, and it was his big break for that moment for Val Kilmer. But the big film, the film he had his real big break, would have been George Lucas. This was George Lucas at his best when he was doing the film Willow. Granted, we will look at Star Wars, but this was his next big break from Indiana, or should I say Raiders, and all the Indiana Jones films. This would be George Lucas's next date film, Willow. And I think Val Kilmer is brilliant in Willow. Shoot me. I think he's brilliant in Willow. There was talk about making another Willow. In today's era, I'm kind of happy that never got to be. Because let's look at Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. You want to see it done better? What's Willow? I look at Willow now, right, and I look at some of the shit Hollywood waste money on nowadays, and at the end of the day, it just takes me the urge to wonder what's Willow. A better film, a better offensive film, had a good sense of humour, had an art on its sleeve. I think Val Kilmer, as that character, nailed it. He nailed it. And then we get to the true story of Jim Morrison's The Doors. I think he played that character to a T as Jim Morrison in The Doors. It was a true story. He played it brilliant. I remember my sister, she had the original videotape of The Doors, the true story. And she must have watched that and lived to set. It was like back to every day. She had to almost learn the video out. And that again was Val Kilmer. I think he played Jim Morrison as The Doors, the true story. He played it to a T. He played it brilliant. He played it excellent. He really played a good role in that. And then we get to his next big break being from, remember, Tombstone. Tombstone, it's going to be an hard one to watch now, because in that, I think like he was dying, and it's similar to the character he was playing, being Val Kilmer, was playing similar to someone dying of something wrong with his throat. I think like he had cancer, some illness. So when you think about it now, it's going to be an hard one to watch, Tombstone. But again, I think Val Kilmer was brilliant in that. I love to see where one of the cowboys is being cocky, and he's thinking he's done about, and he does the thing with a lighter and he fixes it about like that. I always loved that Timothy. Always did it. I remember right there, Michael Bean played the cocky cowboy. And I remember the shootout, and Val Kilmer gets the lucky shot and kills the character. I tried to do like Michael Bean, but he didn't actually play a nice character in that. But I loved the bit with the fancy way he does that with the lighter. I thought that was brilliant. And now we get to 1995, his big blockbuster. His big buster film of that day, that being Batman Forever. Now, there's been a lot of rumours that I'm not going to speak ill of the director, because I do know the director is sadly no longer with us, may rest, and I don't want to speak ill of him, because he did do a good film. He did The Lost Boys, and he also did Fall Down. Never seen Fall Down? Damn unestimated film with Michael Douglas. But there was a lot of issues that when Val Kilmer took the role for Batman Forever, because Michael Keaton didn't like the fact that Ray Schumacher was doing that film. Didn't like the direction of the film, I should say. Val Kilmer went. There was a lot of issues that Val Kilmer was hard to work with. He was cocky. He was this. He was that. But I'm not going to speak ill of Val Kilmer. I'm not going to speak ill of him now. But I do find it funny. I'll say it again. I do find it funny that George Clooney also had an attitude. That other directors, other producers who worked with George Clooney, worked with Val Kilmer, they never had that issue. Nobody ever complained about that issue. But I wasn't there. I wasn't the cameraman. I wasn't the fly on the wall. I do think Val Kilmer delivers a good role as Batman. It was kind of sad, really. He never got his big break. Because let's be honest, I've got nothing against George Clooney. I like George Clooney. I like George Clooney when he did From Dusk to Dawn. But I just feel, this is just my opinion, I just feel that George Clooney was miscast as Batman. It was miscast. To me, it was George Clooney going dressed up as Batman going to a Halloween party. When he's playing fucking Bruce Wayne, it's George Clooney, it's George Clooney. That's how I saw it. When Val Kilmer did it, he'd had to make Bruce Wayne his own character, he'd had to make Batman his own character, he'd had to do it his own way. And I salute him for that. I salute Val Kilmer for that. I salute him. So Val Kilmer did a lot of other big films, and let's not forget The Saint. The people say, well, you like Once More, how could you justify The Saint? In all fairness, The Saint was not always Once More. People seem to forget there was the return of The Saint, different actor. People seem to forget that they had people doing the voice of The Saint. Like I'm trying to think, Vincent Price, of all people, that did Hammer House and all the films. Vincent Price was doing the voice to The Saint. So what happened was, Val Kilmer took the role of the movie version of The Saint. He made it his own. Sad to say it wasn't that successful. But I actually liked The Saint. I didn't mind The Saint. I like the fact that Duran Duran was making a comeback, the band. They actually sang to The Saint. I like the way he did the action of The Saint. I think Val Kilmer made a brilliant Saint. I delete that. So again, that was a damn good role for The Saint. Now, they were going to do, as we know, the follow-up to Top Gun, and they was going to have Val Kilmer do it, but at that point, he was too bad, he was too ill, and as I said, the poor guy had throat cancer. And it's heartbreaking, it's so heartbreaking. We missed a really good actor. There was a lot of films, like I say, a lot of films I remember Val Kilmer in, and I miss Val Kilmer. This is heartbreaking, very heartbreaking. I like Val Kilmer. He had what you call a presence. He had a character about him. Every film he did, you know, he did his diff all in every film he did. Well, a lot of good actors are now passing away, and that's another one which, in my eyes, is a sad one. So, for the man himself, being Val Kilmer, we have a couple of minutes silence for our man. Thank you. It's a damn good shame, as I say, a damn shame we lost another good actor on the making. There's a lot of his good films. Maybe one day around the road I'll probably do a review on his films, but that's Val Kilmer. Another damn shame of another loss of a good actor. What can I say? But it's that sad one today. Hopefully during the week I'll do some more happy ones, but to them, be smart, be safe, and to Val Kilmer, respect for his family. And also to Val Kilmer, may you rest in peace, my friend. See you later.